optical devices are sometimes used simultaneously with the harmonic generators projecting pulsating colored lights, subliminals, and screen visuals. High voltage electroshock is then used for memory dissolution. Programming is updated periodically and reinforced through visual, auditory, and written mediums. Some of the first programming themes included The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland, both heavily saturated with occultic symbolism. Many of the recent Disney movies and cartoons are used in a twofold manner, desensitizing the majority of the population using subliminals and neurolinguistic programming and deliberately constructing specific triggers and keys for base programming of highly impressionable monarch children. Music plays an instrumental role in programming through combinations of variable tones, rhythms, and words. Frightmeister Stephen King's numerous novels and subsequent movies are purported by very credible sources to be used for such villainous purposes. On one of his latest books, Insomnia, it's featured a picture of King with the trigger phrase, "We never sleep." It's indicative of someone with MPD or DID, and it's all below an all-seeing eye. It's difficult to figure out who the original programmer of this satanic project was, due to the substantial amount of disinformation and cross-contamination propagated by the powers that be. The two that went by the color-coded name of Dr. Green are a Jewish doctor named Dr. Grunbaum, who supposedly collaborated with the Nazis during World War II, and Dr. Joseph Mengele, whose trademark of cold-blooded and calculating brutality has not only scarred the souls of survivors from Auschwitz, but also a countless number of victims throughout the world. Mengele's direct involvement at the infamous Auschwitz concentration camp was suspiciously downplayed during the Nuremberg trials, and consequently, no intensified effort by the U.S. and its allies was ever directed towards his capture. As a means to confuse serious investigators as to his whereabouts, U.S. officials would report Mengele being a non-threatening recluse in Paraguay or Brazil, or that he was simply dead. The angel of death miraculously must have come back to life at least 5 different times, it would seem, because his unprecedented research at the expense of thousands of lives undoubtedly was a significant bonus to U.S. interests. Besides using the pseudonym of Dr. Green, survivors knew him as Vaterchen, or Daddy, Schoner Joseph, Beautiful Joseph, David, and Fairchild. A gracefully handsome man of slight stature, Mengele would disarm people with his gentle demeanor, while at other times he would explode into violent rages. Other characteristics remembered by survivors were the cadence of his shiny black boots as he paced back and forth, and his I love you not daisy game. When he pulled off the last daisy pedal, he would maliciously torture and kill a small child in front of the other child he was programming. Distraught survivors also recalled being thrown naked into cages with monkeys, who were trained to viciously abuse them. Now, evidently, Mengele enjoyed reducing people to this level of animals.